Good morning. Day 2, Colorado. No night bugles last night, so we are going to be putting some miles on again today, I think, but hopefully we'll find some buglers today.
Morning, world. Didn't get very cold last night, so I'm happy about that. We need to go find some elk. Some here, because we see tracks, and we actually saw a bull, but they don't talk, and we like the ones that talk.
Morning, campers. Jury's still out on the quilt. I don't know yet. Cody got me the quilt this year, and I don't know what people think, but I already deflated the pad, but it's just like a open sleeping bag, and you just kind of tie it to the back with bungees. I don't know, it wasn't that cold last night, and I feel like if it was a lot colder, it may have been a little bit more detrimental. I don't know. If it got down, it could be bad. I don't know. We'll give it a few more days and see how she fares, and might have to go back to my old stinky nasty one that I had last year if I get too cold or something. But anyway, we'll see.
I take a breath, I'm not gonna lose. This is what I came here to do. I walk that wire and I take that step. Won't look down, got no regrets. I was made for this. I was made for this. Born in the wild, formed in the fire, built for the battle. Oh, I was made for this. I was made for this. Mind over matter, silence the doubters. I have the power. Oh, I was made for this. I was made for this.
This is the first bugle of day 2. There's no elk here. Not a single one.
Bull, 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 bull. I see it. It's right there. There's a whole herd. Here it comes. Steve, yep. See him? Right there. I see him. There's a cow. There he comes. I see him. Right there, you see him? There's a bull coming in right here. Real close. He's gonna be right behind me shooting. I see it. Gosh dang it. There's a bull right here. Steve just shot him. I don't know if I can sneak one under those branches. Come on, baby. So if he goes past that log, he's gonna be like 55. He's gone. That was a good bull. Well, hey, we have arrows in bulls. Steve just smacked a freaking satellite bull that came running in at us. This guy was gonna shoot him too, but it would have been a frontal for me, and I knew it was broadside for Steve, so I hope he smoked. I think he got 2 arrows in it. But that was freaking awesome.
Looked a little low. I don't know, that loud crash I heard down there sounded like he went down there.
Dude, that was so freaking crazy. I looked up
and I'm like, oh, is that the bull way up there? That thing is standing there through that wide open chute, completely broadside, 60 yards, vitals and everything. I didn't even know it was him.
Dude.
Till he moved forward and I went, oh my God, that was him. I could have shot him.
That was the big one?
The big one's at 60 yards. This chute right here, wide open.
Was he big?
He was
Nice
good
six.
good
Six.
six. He's about like those deadheads.
Yeah,
we find.
fell
through the tree. Dude, I had him at 36, and he needed to take 1 step.
And then at 60 right there, he took 1 step forward behind a tree and I had no
He
shot.
take
And then
1 step.
all of a sudden, here comes Mr. 4-point just.
And this 4-point's about to run me over. And I'm at full draw, and I swing over to it, and I'm like, oh crap!
And
I'm right next to Steve.
Whack! And whack! Second
I
shot.
never even saw that bull. You didn't?
No,
Oh, you were
4
focused on
point,
that.
I didn't
I
see
just,
nothing.
I just saw a straight 6, and
I saw this
Good,
bull.
hey, good job, Colin.
Nice work.
Good job, guys.
Yeah,
I was like, oh,
I'm pretty sure I heard him crash.
that's
He
what.
was running at he was running at a super
It sounded like
fast
he
rate.
ran into one of those trees head on, is what it sounded like to me.
He was hauling butt.
That second shot, dude, I saw the arrow. It was like down by the heart, like low, but
I tried. I mean, I was with this camera. All you see is this. I couldn't do anything with camera
I had
wise.
him like right there at like 20 yards. And I'm like, I wonder if Wes even knows he's there, but I'm like, oh, he's still
You gotta
coming.
take
He's
it.
like 10 yards.
I said it right on there. I was like, dude, that thing's gonna run Steve over.
Yeah. I didn't even know there was another bull, and then it took off hell bent, and it come right by me, and I'm thinking, did anybody see that elk? Because I'm pretty sure it was close.
look, I was standing there, and I looked up, and there was a bull looking at me, and I was like,
Yeah.
and then it took off. I go, bull, 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 bull.
Was that the 4-point or was it the big bull?
I think it was the big bull that I saw.
Dude, they probably heard us bugling and messing around this morning.
That's the one thing.
Coming in quiet. He didn't bugle till he was right on us.
I'm
Right out of camp. Right out of camp.
Camp.
Rip a bugle.
So guys, why you
If we would've
didn't,
been
why
in
you didn't see
Crocs,
the
it would've been
pre-story on this one is because we were sleeping right there, and we just got our packs on, and Wes looks up and goes, "Bull, bull, 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 bull."
Would have been in our Crocs. It would have been a little bit more epic.
Yeah, the croc.
We were
that
close,
would've
though.
I haven't got my pack on today yet.
It's true. I look back, there's a pack sitting there. Yeah. I just threw my bugle and everything on the ground.
I see.
Because I couldn't see the big bull.
This thing's freaking about to run me over it. In my left
Swinging.
arm. I'm like,
He does. He goes,
swing
he goes,
croc.
like, he goes, big bull. He goes,
Classic Nick.
big bull. Wait, little bull. Never mind. Steen shot him. Big bull.
I love it. Any bull.
all the bulls.
All the bulls. I love it. I love it. Oh,
Send
That's
it.
hilarious.
Just about a double.
Dude,
That was close.
It was this close to a double.
Well, when you walk up, I had a little lane. I could see you. You ran like that, and you go, and you started to draw just right at the last right
Because,
there.
dude, the
I'm
spike,
like,
he was following
I
the
saw that
spike.
spike.
Oh, there
The
was a
spike
spike?
ran through an opening. I ranged it 52 yards, and I was like, oh crap. And I could see him standing right before the opening. So I just ripped my bow back, waiting for him to come. And he just stood there. And then when he did go through it, he goes, whoa.
goodbye.
What do you want to give this dude?
I give him
Let's give him a little
half
bit.
hour. I would
I'll go
say.
down and grab my bugle, dude, and stuff. But
So
did that.
breakfast?
Yeah.
Well, we could do a quick
Yeah.
breakfast.
I'd like to have a cup of coffee.
I'll do some coffee.
Because I swore I saw the arrow come flying out of his backside.
Definite blood.
And guts.
Dude. Yeah, probably a little bit, yeah. Oh yeah.
My 40 was a little low on him, so.
That arrow hold up pretty good, Steve?
Yeah, it did.
All right. I mean, really.
Yes, it did.
Stick crap.
That other arrow should be, dude, it looked like it blew clean through him.
Did it?
It looked like to me. I mean, I didn't see anything sticking out. Been right here somewhere.
Yeah, it's pretty open right through there.
Yeah. Because that I mean, dude, it looked like it was right through the heart.
This is the first gouge that I see. It's right here.
Yeah. He might have been just up. Well, I say we just follow the blood.
No arrow back.
Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah. It's right there.
Camera.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here, this looks like tracks right here, maybe.
That's track.
Well, it looked like it, but I don't see.
There's his track right there.
It's kind of hard to see his blood in this. That is track right there.
Hard to find blood in this stuff.
Yeah, it is. I thought he kind of went straight down the hill. Oh yeah, here's blood right here. Yeah, he bombed through that.
There's blood on that stick in front of you right there.
Oh yeah, a bunch of it right there. There's his tracks right here. Pretty sure, yeah, here's blood.
I got blood right here too.
There's blood. Track, blood all through here. Yeah, there he is right there, Dad. Yes! Boom!
Oh yeah, brother.
Good job, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, yes.
Let's go look at that bad bear.
And I got a whiff of him.
Yep.
I seen the magpie.
Look at that big old pig. Oh,
Good job, Steve.
Nice work,
Good
brother.
actually didn't go too far. No.
He didn't go as far as I thought he did. It sounded like the crashing was way down here.
Awesome, man. We're on the board.
We are on the board. I think you can send that text.
How's Team America?
That is nothing against America, by the way. He died in a perfect.
That was what I saw was this 4-side. 4x3.
Is he really?
Yep.
That's so cool.
Oh, I cut my lip. I knew I saw the 4-point. I saw this when he was coming down through. We'll take him.
We are going to take him all day and twice on
Some
what is
tendies.
today? Saturday.
Sunday.
Tendies.
Sunday.
Sunday. Twice on Sunday.
Twice on Sunday.
Almost.
It's on the
twice.
other side.
Oh,
Right there.
was he quartered
He,
Right in his heart.
away?
yes.
Gotcha. So you just
It came,
stuck
yeah,
him
right
and
behind the
just
front shoulder.
Dead. There's some lung butter in there too.
Yep.
He hated that.
Yeah, he did
second
not
shot.
like
He
it.
did not like the first one either. Look at that thing.
That,
came out.
that looks like it hurts.
Yeah, it does.
Awesome, man. What a hunt.
What a hunt.
What a morning.
There you go, Steve.
That's a shot right there.
Yeah, because he was quartering, that leg was back.
Let's try and
Freaking-
get those legs. One
There's
leg
your
in.
first one. Cross country on them.
Oh, yeah.
He would have died, I'll bet on that.
Yeah.
We just found Steve's bull, got it turned over and everything. And so the whole thing about what we're trying to,
This is exactly why we're explaining this.
Yes.
bull's farting. Anyway, but what we're trying to give you like the real life of what happens, what we are in the field, what we go through every single day. And there's no jokes about it as far as made up stuff. You're going to see what you're going to see. We didn't get this shot on film just because Steve was set up in a different spot. I jumped back to call. It was just one of those things where it was a split decision that we made, and it ended up in a filling a tag. So meat in the freezer. But here's the deal. So what we're doing right now, Steve is wiping the animal off. He is wiping all the blood off, because the last thing that we want to do, I mean, anti-hunters are very, very real. That's a real thing, and they really could help shut down what we're doing.
Yes, they could.
I don't know if that's the way to explain it, the right way to explain it.
That's
but
their goal.
yeah,
I hate to
and
say it, it's a fact.
out of respect for the animal, we want, you know, we want photos and memories of this animal is what we're doing. And so the reason we wipe off the blood is just to make the animal, you know, it's out of respect more than anything. It's not, we're not trying to fake anything. We're not trying to make something that it's not. It's more presentable for photos and stuff, and it's a respect issue for us. So that's why we're wiping the blood off.
Tagged out. Nice. And now Schmitty's up.
Yeah, so this year I went through a different, I did a different thing. Last year I just did some old names that I really, really liked, old names, and I put them on the knives. Yeah, so this year for every state that someone hunted, that the person hunted, I wanted to do something different, and I did the middle names of their wives, because it's the wives, honestly.
It is.
That, man, they are so gracious to let us do, it's not let us do, but they are so gracious to let us chase our passion, I guess. So.
And it was pretty crazy. Trent called, asked for Heidi's middle name, and so I gave it to him, and she was wondering for days.
Oh, really?
Why does Trent want my middle name? And then once we got out here, Trent informed me what he did this for, and this was super awesome to me because, you know, my wife has been my foundation. I would not be where I am without her, so this is pretty cool to get the opportunity to get a bull and work on it with this knife that will go to a winner.
It's gonna go to somebody else, but but it's gonna be so cool when they get it, because they'll know the whole story from it. For every single state, we're gonna be giving it away. So that knife is gonna go to someone. Could be you, could be anybody that watches this project, and it's kind of a thing that we do every single year.
Yep.
And so Marie's gonna go to a lucky owner. That's for sure.
And to my wife Heidi, thank you for letting me chase my passion and spend time out here in the outdoors with my brothers, because this is what it's all about. So let's get to work on this bad boy.
Love you, Heidi.
Love you, Heidi. Yes.
Had a little talk with the elk god last night.
How'd it go? Seemed like it went well.
It looked like it went pretty well.
This is a good feeling. When everything comes together, it's a good feeling. I will say that. Yeah, right now, I mean, the deboning process is pretty cut and dried. What we're trying to do is just get the meat off the bone. And once you get it, and trying to do it in a fashion to where, see how I did this here? You have the meat group, the group. So I'll go down through the fascia on each muscle group like this. I'll cut this muscle group out. This will be later on. I'm gonna put this all in a bag right now. But you'll go down and see the muscle groups, separate them out, because when you do your steaks, you want to cut cross grain with the steaks. So separate all the muscle groups out. It's really easy. It almost does it, you know, by itself actually. And then it's a lot easier to deal with when you go to cut your steaks or make jerky. Jerky, you go lengthwise. So jerky, you go, see the grain of this meat right here? You're going to cut it like this, long strips. Steaks, you're going to be cutting cross grain with them. So just the muscle groups in an animal is just kind of a, if you do it just for a little while, anybody can cut up their own meat with all the stuff that's out there online and everything. Anybody can do it. It's just getting it done. That's not a bad muscle group. And then
Loins,
deboned ham's done, it looks similar to that.
But he crisscrossed the crap out of this bull. He put one frontal in the front shoulder right here. I'm pretty sure right through its heart, came out right in his haunch, low. And then broadside quartered away, stuck it right here. See all that lung butter right there, come out front shoulder. He just crisscrossed it, it was dead.
A lot of states require you to have the sex of animal attached to a quarter of the animal. So I'm going to show you the easiest way and the most clean way. I don't like hair all over in there, so I don't like taking its balls or anything. Or is it called nuts? Scrotum.
Balls is fine.
Balls is fine. Anyway, so I'll show you how I do it. I come down here. That's his penis right there. See his penis, and I'll lop that sucker right off. And then I'll keep that attached to this hind quarter. So if anybody looks at it, it doesn't have hair attached to it, doesn't have anything. That's just part of its. Then just do just like you did on the other side. Take it, open it up, get it to the ball joint, and take off the ham. I've showed that on a lot of our videos how to do that. But this is the easiest way to do proof of sex and to keep it all attached in one piece. So what we're doing, guys, is we're trying to figure out what the easiest way to get this meat out is and the most efficient way. So there's flies everywhere. The carcass is filled with flies and everything. We got the meat off. Everything is looking great as far as that goes, meat quality, but we're just thinking, let's just get this thing to a cooler as fast as we can. We were gonna hang it in some creek maybe and then go hunt the rest of the day, but we've got 8 more days. Yeah. We're gonna have to get the meat out at some point. So we might as well just take the meat, pack it out all the way, and get it to the cooler, and then hike back in. Yeah. What time is it?
10:09.
10:09. Everything's done. Bowl down, taken care of, in bags, 10:09. Not terrible.
5.5 miles to camp.
From here? Yeah. Yeah,
So,
we're up here a ways.
Just got a text from my wife. Kendra said Steve just killed the bull.
Nice.
Awesome. Yeah, Team Kilroy's on the board.
Oh man, we gotta get our game up. Team America's sucking 9 tip.
America's rooting for us.
Yeah, they are.
Holy crap.
Hello.
Talk to me.
How's it going over there, guys?
Apparently not as good as you guys. I just got a message. Tell me.
We got him down. He's all taken care of. We're all done. We're finished.
Oh, just that easy.
Finished. we almost killed 2. It was so close to killing a big 6-point and a nice big 4-point.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we woke up this morning. We got to the tent. We shot him 20 yards. No,
That's about 20 yards.
18 yards from the tent.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's a tough hunt.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. So
bugling.
Steve shot him once at like, I don't know.
Oh, he was coming.
Point blank.
Yeah, point blank.
I dropped back to call. Nick went forward. He had the big bull at 34. It just behind too much stuff. And anyway, then the 4-point came into Steve galloping. And he said, watch this.
I had the big 6 at 60 yards broadside, leg forward. I couldn't see his head and horns. I ranged him. And then he lifted his head back, saw that it was him, and he stepped forward, and I didn't have a shot.
Oh, dang it. It happened so fast, right?
Oh.
Yeah. They didn't bugle. They didn't do nothing. They came right into camp, and Wes looked up and goes, bull, 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 bull.
That was after the deuce session.
Yeah, after we all went potty. It was rough morning.
I'm so stoked for you guys, man. That's awesome.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to get loaded up here and start heading off this thing. And
Yeah,
we said a bull bugle.
we just heard a bull bugle. We're going to hang up.
Okay. See you guys.
Bye.
Good luck.
You didn't sound that far.
No,
The wind's perfect. We just heard a bull, and we were talking on the phone to these guys. I think it's time to put the phones away and go kill one. Just like that.
So we just got done talking to the boys. Killed the bull. Nick almost killed the bull. Talking to them. Heard a bull bugle down here in this flat. That's a bull.
That's a bull.
Yeah.
Bull's calling cows. Let ball.
It's the fun times. So the way the wind is, we're gonna just kind of go down this finger at them. Definitely cows in there.
I think he's almost in that saddle, maybe.
We got duck floated. Yeah, we got floated. Big time.
That sounds good. That dude's got a deep ending that most people don't.
Totally got duck floated from 10.2, 10.4 down to 9,900 feet. Pro tip, 759. If you hear a bull crack off 800 feet to 1,000 feet below you, do not, I repeat, do not go after it. It's because it's probably duck flutie. No matter how good it sounds. We got duck flutie big time. He actually sounds pretty good. His cow calls are pretty legit, and his bugle's pretty good too. He's probably down there grinning to himself. I sucked those guys right off the top of the mountain. Dang it. All right, it's okay. We needed the exercise, right?
Speak for yourself. I got another, like, 29 days of this straight, so I don't need the exercise.
I thought you were working on that beach bud. Like, what is it, 11 more months and it'll be summertime. Go with Cody's gut feeling here and climb up over the top. Over the pass, it's 11,500 feet. Not a big deal for guys like us. It's pretty dry down in here. Maybe it'll be a little greener up top. And we'll get away from some hunting pressure as well, so should be good. And our friend Doug Flutie, yeah, he's still down there hanging out, so it's time to go.
Yeah.
Oh, you eat that crisscross applesauce. going.
Crisscross. We've been jumping all morning, haven't we? Meat packing with camp.
Yep.
Always a fun time. Always. Perfect. Nailed it. 1, 2, 3. You good, Steve?
Oh yeah. Feels good.
We are loaded for elk. Loaded for elk?
Loaded with elk, for elk.
For elk, yeah.
Perfect.
Anyway, we're gonna start heading off this mountain. We got our camps with us. We thought it would just be a lot more efficient to have our camps, and so if we decide to do whatever we want to do, we can do it. It's all downhill actually from here.
Yeah.
Everything is, which is good and bad. So I'd almost rather hike uphill with elk.
Yeah.
Downhill's sometimes tough, so we're just gonna take it easy, try to be safe.
This blowdown is not fun. One guy says let's go that way, one guy says let's go that way. End of the day, it's all bad.
Going through right there, maybe.
The trail's across the creek.
Right through there, Steve,
Yep.
if you can, somehow.
You see the saddle on the far ridge?
Yeah.
Aim right for that saddle.
Aim some more for that. All we're doing right now is aiming for the trail. We're trying to find the trail. And more blowdown. Just as you can see here, we just got more blowdown. It's not too bad. It's not terrible if you don't have a load of meat on your back. It's not terrible, but when you've got a bunch of weight, blowdown makes it a real pain. But that's why the elk like it. So it's kind of a good thing. So we finally made it to the trail, and even the trail, designated trail, has blowdown. Love it. So here's my deal. Wes, from a cameraman's point of view, this is your first trip with us,
That's true.
right?
That's true.
We're being real and raw. Real and raw, everything we do. What is your feelings?
My feelings is I've never hunted like this specifically. So it's
fun for me. I don't know what, it's only day 1, so I don't really have quite a good grasp. Day 2, technically, and we killed a bull, so as a hunter, man, it's the way to go. Just shoot him from camp. I mean, that's how I do it. But no, it's been awesome so far. Packing meat, you know. If you're a cameraman and you're not packing meat, you're not a very good cameraman. That's
Turn
what
sideways.
I think.
That's full of meat right there. Yeah.
Got all the shots we needed so far, so get to finally put the camera on the bag and help my quads out a little bit.
That's right.
So, yep.
Wes has been doing a great job, guys. I hope the film, I hope you guys have been enjoying all of that. That's Wes, man. He's hardcore, and he comes back in here and he packs meat just like we do. So it's probably fairly hard to find a cameraman like that, but we're super grateful to have him. And if there's any issues with the film, comment below and just put Wes in the hashtag or something like that. About 4 more miles of this. Behind me, back past Steve over here, that's the trail. Quote unquote trail. We're having to make our own trail now. But yeah. Steve, how's it going, buddy?
Good.
Talk to me.
Just trucking along.
Just give me a real...
Go off the mountain, and we're gonna get back up here.
Yeah.
Find another one.
2 miles in, we got about another mile to go probably. Hopefully less. Till we can get a point where we can stash the meat and actually get a vehicle or a ATV or something like that to it. So yeah, just keep trucking. Keep trucking. Dumping the meat here. We found a trail that we can get into with the quad, so it took us a little bit longer than we thought it was going to take. Not bad.
A little bit of blowdown. Maybe not the best way to go back in. I'd say the way we started. A repeat.
I think the side hill, because we got a good chance at elk up there and going in there. Yeah, I think so.
I agree.
I think so.
Right from camp.
Yeah.
But we made it. We're here.
How you feel, Steve?
Good. Actually, I'm feeling really good. Tagged out, buddy.
We're happy to do it.
So you don't have to.
You sure?
Oh yeah.
This is why I love hunting public land. Oh man. What's your name?
My name's Al.
And I'm Vicente Undurraga. I'm originally from Chile.
They're down the trail here and they're coming up in the side-by-side. They're like, we'll give you guys a ride back. And anyway, they watched the project last year, so we actually ran into them in the same place last year, I think. They said we called each other in.
This is Doug Flutie.
It's one of the Doug Fluties, yes.
It wasn't me, it was him.
I know.
Oh, that's awesome. So we're going over some maps and stuff right now just to see where they're going to hunt, and we're going to try to, separate and try to surround and drown here. So.
Yeah.
4 miles?
Yeah.
Thank
it would
the
suck.
Lord.
I love you guys.
No,
I love you guys.
Literally, we've tried to pay people before when we were like hiking back, and we were like,
you guys so much.
No problem.
Guys, the 2 guys we met, super awesome. I messed up his name. I call him Vincent again, but anyway, I'll put his name in the description below. Yeah, he is so awesome. Let us borrow their Polaris to take our meat clear out to the camp, and then all I have to do is bring the Polaris back in to a drainage that they're gonna hunt. They're gonna be in for like 5 days. So guys, the people that you meet in the backcountry, some of the greatest people you'll ever run into, and they saved our butts on this one.
Awesome. Felt really good. My legs don't feel that way though.
Gotta love it.
The thing is, we're going to the Mecca of elk. And the good thing is we'll have to pack one out like 8 miles one way, so it's not a big deal. This will be nothing.
I like your optimism.
Yeah.
What do you want to do, Dirk?
All right, we're gonna motor up over the top here. We're gonna hit this big boulder field, go right up to the pinnacle, and Jason wants to do his rock calling.
I can guarantee a bugle off that rock.
How do you feel about the climb and the decision so far?
Oh, now that we're here, it's not so bad. Down there, I wasn't really loving the idea.
Yeah.
The look on your face, I'm like, yeah, we gotta go for that.
And then Cody was lying to us about how far it was, which
Yeah,
didn't help.
it's not that far.
It's no, he did. He said it was 2 miles. Now I don't have 2 miles left in me right now.
Right, but he didn't sell it like that. But it's okay.
We're here now.
Yeah.
We conquered the mountain.
I know, right? We're way better than we thought.
There's a strategy that I was deploying. See, this country on the backside, never saw it before. So I said it was loaded with elk and we need to go over the top. But maybe just totally dud.
We definitely going that way.
Well, I kind of feel like Sam on The Hobbit, the fat one, and when he said, "Mr. Frodo, this is the furthest I've ever been away from the Shire, and it's the highest I've ever walked before." So we're at like what, 11,500 feet. So yeah, it's awesome. Down there, I felt like my legs didn't want to carry me up here too bad, but I thought, quit being a wimp and just do it. And it's pretty amazing, you know, mental toughness will override anything your body can do. You can push it and make it happen, so.
Yeah, I was in good enough shape that I knew the whole time I would make it, probably be really good, not really breathe hard, so I'm glad I was able to help Dirk up the mountain.
I appreciate it.
Just dropped over the top. Kind of cliffed out. But it is amazing looking. There's no trail on the bottom. Well, we're at the great debate of what to do. This isn't even the drainage I thought it was. It was the little mini hidden drainage. The main drainage I wanted to go to. It's way over there. So we're trying to figure out what we're gonna do, but we're gonna kind of head to the end of this, and if we get something going, drop in here. If not, maybe drop left. Maybe camp on the ridge tonight. Play the cards for the morning. Still got a few days left, a couple days worth of food, so.
Some amazing looking country. There's got to be elk in here somewhere. It's too good not to be. We're gonna go find them here in a second.
Well, we got a bull piping off on the regular down there. Problem is, we're bluffed out here. We'll have to go over here quite a ways, half mile or better, find a way down. And then it's probably a mile down that drainage or better to him. We may run out of light, I'm not sure, but we'll give her a shot.
Well, looks like we found a way off of here. So we're doing the full send, dropping in a whole nother drainage off the backside. When we kill this bull, it's gonna be well earned for sure. I have a gut instinct that things are about to get interesting. Navigating. Oh, there's an elk trail here though, so should be good.
Right down the bottom.
He's fired up. That's the big one.
Test him and we'll see where we need to set up. If we need to set up on this side of the boulder field or the other.
You want to test one more time or wait, see if he sounds off?
Give him one more. Let's see how close he is.
They're across the rocks.
They'll come across those rocks, you think?
No, they're gonna come out. I think they're gonna come pretty quick. Once we get set.
think this big one saw us coming across the rocks. He clammed up right after we come across it.
We're changing the guard. Dirk's back to collar.
Jason's gonna be shooter on this one. All right, let's get this done. Boom.
Breaking his horn. This bull's coming in. Here he comes. The bull's coming in right here. I can see him walking. Here he comes. Holy cow. See this bull through the trees. He's about 45 yards away. I see his belly going up and down. Come on, sir. see him anymore. Awesome. Dirk was a machine. That bull held up at 70 yards for probably 15 minutes. Then he finally broke. He just came straight up, and I had him at 70 yards, but it's just too far and too much brush.
Pulled out all the stops, and I fell into a wallow as I was getting all wild back there. I did stop and clean my release a little bit, just so it won't malfunction. I'll have to probably do a better job in a little bit, but things you do for your friends. We messed up. We should have stayed on the other side of the rocks. Yeah, I think those elk crossed the rocks, but I thought I didn't want any detours at all.
Yeah. I felt bad. I said, Dirk, I'm gonna go kill that little bull. We get over here and the big one lights back up, and I'm like, that sucks. That's not what I wanted to do.
That's okay. I just want somebody to get one. I'm just as happy if you get one as if I get one. So.
Colin was awesome. Yeah. That big 6 or decent size 6 came to about 70 yards, but just too much brush. And then we had a smaller 6 come in about 60 yards with too much brush. He kind of sat there for probably 20-25 minutes, and then took off. And then the bigger bull followed him out. But first night in here, I don't think we want to screw the place up, so we're just gonna back out, go up the creek, and find a good spot to sleep. And then the place should be on fire in the morning for Dirk.
I have a splitting headache. I blew so dang hard on my calls.
You always do.
I know. I just turn into an elk, flip the switch on my elk brain, and I just go for it.
You're just a real nut.
I am.
Well, guys, it comes that time of night where we're picking out our sleeping spots. Pretty awesome day. We took a gamble and dropped into pretty big drainage. Got on bulls. There's 3 or 4 at least bulls in here, so we never really boogered anything. Nothing winded us, so we kind of moved up the drainage, pitched the tent, and soak our feet in the creek because it's right there. So it's a cool thing about hunting with camp on your back. Like, we don't have to climb out of here and go back to camp. It's a little bit harder, a little bit heavier, but it's well worth it. So I hope you guys enjoyed Steve's bull today. Super stoked to catch up to those guys and hear the whole story. Hope their pack out went smooth, and I hope you're enjoying Land of the Free 2.0. Sorry Oregon was a little bit different than what it was last year, but you know, it's part of the gig. It's elk hunting. It's unpredictable. There's no guarantees. You just got to grind it out. Like tonight, it was terrible hunting most of the day until 4 o'clock when we dropped over into this basin. One cracks off. Hour and a half later, we're down in here. You're inside bow range. So thank you guys so much for watching. It means the world to us. And if you could, if this means anything to you, if we brought you any entertainment, any education, or inspired you at all, please just hit that share button. Share it across all your social medias. And if you haven't yet, just hit that subscribe. I know you like to do it. Hit the subscribe. All right, we're out. See ya.
Don't tell me what to do. I'll shave when I want.
Call me radio.
My wife's been just bugging me. You better shave.
Mine
Then the
too.
nose hair thing. The nose hair. I don't know what it is.
Mine are the eyebrows. The German eyebrows. The unibrow. Eyebrow.
Just the giant
my
caterpillar.
Poor,
on
my poor
your
daughter.
forehead.
My poor daughter's got a unibrow.
That's so awesome.
She's only 3.5.
Ah, that's okay. Okay, back for another uncut.
Yeah. Day 2 in Colorado, episode 7.
Yeah, so Cody and I just talked in the office just a little bit ago, and we're like, what did we do last year that we maybe are missing this year, or vice versa? Last year, we went back through some of the uncuts, and we kind of explained some things and answered some questions of you guys. So if you guys have questions for us, put them in the comments below, and we'll try to get to them, and we'll pick 3 or 4.
Yeah, each episode, try to just keep that cycle going so
Yeah.
we can get some more of this back and forth. Right?
Back and forth. Yes, back and forth. So, production of teams. We didn't even flying job, I think, of when we go. Sometimes, no. I mean, like, who we're going with.
Oh.
When we get there, we're like, oh, we're meeting up with this crew, but it's just talking about who's who.
Yeah, we talked about that.
There was a bunch of comments on it.
Oh.
Saying, I never knew this team.
Oh, Team
I don't
America
know.
or Team Kilroy?
We do
Because we were Team America.
Yeah, you
Red,
were.
white, and blue.
How'd
See,
you guys
red,
do?
white, and blue.
How'd you do? Okay. So yeah, we were was Schmidt. He's going to be actually on some uncuts. We're going to have him join us later on, whenever he can, I guess. So Schmidt, this is to you. When do you want to come and do an uncut? Because this is fun.
Yes.
And Jason Phelps and was Jeff Lusk.
Jeff Lusk. So yep. And they have Angry Mountain Productions. They're doing a day by day called Traditions that launches in January.
So is Jeff.
Jeff's got Project Waypoint. So
they're still filming that, I think.
Yep.
That's going to be a dandy. People, another big question that you guys had was, everybody commented on Phelps' weight loss. He dropped some serious LBs.
Yeah, 60 pounds, hardcore keto. Yeah, I mean, that was, we actually were.
Is there a difference between keto and hardcore keto?
He was hardcore because he did it during season, like ate cheese, MCT oil, basically some proteins and nothing else, no carbs. But when we had the bull walk in on us at day 1 to 25 yards, we were critiquing his block of cheese that he was packing around for lunch. So
you don't even have to carry toilet paper.
Yeah,
at that point.
Dirk, which we didn't talk about, Dirk the Bugler Durham.
That's coming up. I still got that here.
Oh, sorry.
Just keep
Anyways,
on with the Phelps thing.
Dirk did the keto thing too. He wasn't hardcore. He was just keto.
Just keto.
Yeah.
Gotcha. There's a difference apparently.
Yep. So those guys did great. They set a goal and they crushed it for the year.
Crushed it.
It was really cool to see. So
that brings me to what you just reminded me, or not reminded me. That brings me to Dirk Durham.
Dirk Durham.
He is one of my favorite people to hunt with across the board, and there is a lot more hunting with him coming up. Me and him share a camp together for a couple of days, and it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun. So anyway, but Dirk he's going to be with us, spoiler alert.
Yeah, he's coming to town.
Thursday.
What
is today?
Thursday night.
What is today? Today is
Tuesday. Yeah, two
So,
more sleeps.
Yeah. Awesome. So cannot wait to spend some time with that guy, and then we'll do some uncuts with him too. So get ready.
There was a comment about hunting with Dirk Durham's got to be the funniest thing. Well, the hunting with Dirk and Trent is pretty much a live stream of the movie remake of Step Brothers. It's pretty much how.
It's a good movie.
It's
a good movie.
Anyway, it is. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, we're gonna move on. Let's get back to the episode that you guys just watched.
Steve's bull. I wasn't there. I'm just hearing the story. It's a melee.
It was a melee. Yeah, so like right when you get out of camp, you get up in the morning, everybody does their morningly rituals, goes to the bathroom, whatever. I don't want to get too explicit, but you know how it is. It's
Coffee
just like,
gets it going.
Yeah, you're just trying to get your muscles warm for the day and get ready to go. And then Wes looks up and bull, 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 bull. That's all I heard. And here they come. And we all just kind of fanned out. They grabbed bows. Steve went over to the left. The herd bull was the one that Wes was following with Nick, and then Steve's bull came in to the left.
So Steve was over on the left.
He was over far left. I was down the hill quite a ways, so I didn't get to see any of it. But came in, and Steve explained well. His first shot was
frontal. It looked like through the shoulder.
Frontal through the low shoulder, through the heart. Came out like low guts, probably.
Yeah.
Went right through his heart. And he runs down there. I heard him bust, and so I could bugle at the time, and he actually did stop, and Steve got another arrow reloaded, and it was quartering away, and he went back through behind the last rib, out through the front of the other shoulder. So he kind of
both arrows passed through.
Yes, both arrows went almost right through the heart. It was an amazing piece of shooting. It was at 7 yards, but still, 7 yards is easy to screw up.
Yeah.
So he did an awesome job. Bull death run down the hill and dies. So, but yeah, we need to do a better or just a better way of showing you guys how where the
Yeah.
shot was and stuff. We dropped the ball a little there.
And there's been a lot of questions on arrow setups and broadheads and weights and all that.
Yes,
and
that's
this
another good
was this was definitely a prover for heavy arrow momentum. We switched to day 6 gear arrows this year, and I think Steve's arrow, he's the lightest weight arrow because he's
Spine.
a 20. Yeah, spine and weight.
Right.
So he shoots 100 grain broadhead.
Yes.
And then he shoots a 400 spine out of his draw length because he's got a 27-inch draw length, 27 and a half. So, so that's the HD shafts and pass through. So that's pretty awesome. That's what we always want.
Both times were pass throughs. Both
through.
ways. The elk's whole body.
So
I mean, it went the length of him. It was pretty impressive.
Yeah,
Pretty
we
impressive.
did videos earlier in the summer. If you guys missed that, on air durability, broadhead penetration, or penetration.
We take
tests,
every
all
arrow that
so-
we can find that we have at our disposal and stuff we've shot in the past and shoot them against the arrow that we're shooting now. The arrow that we're shooting now is 10 times as anything we've ever shot. So
Yeah, it was
they're
pretty
doing
cool.
good.
We'll
They're doing
put a
good.
link on those arrows. You can check them out. So.
Okay. Do you want to talk about your crew, America?
Yeah,
How many bulls you guys shoot?
Well, we got
Carry-
on more bulls than
Carry the 2.
Yeah,
Times 4.
Shooting and having encounters.
That's right, 0. Yeah.
I mean, how many bugles did you guys have? We had a lot more bugles than you.
We didn't need them.
But yeah, we climbed up, as Trent likes to call. I think later on you talk about summiting Everest. We did that. Went
Nick
over the
took us on.
backside, cliffed out. It was funny. It was awesome. Jason's literally crawls out on this rock pinnacle, bugles, wind's howling, and you hear a bull scream in the bottom. It's like we all look at each other. Are we gonna get to it? So we figured out we had to go to the head of the basin, drop down. We got busted going across some rocks with Dirk, and then got on that bull again. He came in and just could not get a shot. So it was super close. And now we're in a new drainage, I think away from people. So
Things could happen.
Yeah, we did get Doug Flutie pretty hard. We dropped 900 feet elevation chasing a Doug Flutie. So
he was a good bugler.
He was a good bugler. We were all convinced. So
that's the main thing. That takes us to Bugle Tube. Guys, we auctioned off for Veterans Day. That tube right there. And you guys were so awesome. It raised $475. That goes straight, every single dime we are going to put into the charity that we chose. We've been looking at a bunch of different charities. Cody, charity?
Yeah, so we chose actually a local charity that's based here in Oregon. It's for veterans, by veterans, and it's called Warfighter Outfitters. And they basically take multiple vets on hunts, fishing trips, type adventures.
Yeah.
They do Jeep runs, all that kind of thing. So they're here based in Sisters, Oregon. So a friend of ours, Tyler Boschma, said, man, you guys got to check these guys out. And so we're going to donate that. The coolest thing, though, is we're donating $475, but the winning bidder,
which it was on YouTube. The handle is Sherry McLaughlin. She's the one that won. She was the winning bidder. Sorry. And please, I don't need the bugle tube. She's not a real elk hunter, apparently. So anyway, she made it back. So we still have this bugle tube, guys, and $475 that we get to donate to the charity. But
so she said, pay it forward. So we are going to auction this off again tonight. So
highest bidder.
Start over, and in the comments below, put your bid on it, and hopefully raise some more money for Warfighter Outfitters. And
we'll throw let's throw a hat in too. 2 hats.
2 hats.
2 hats too with that.
And 24 hours, so 5 o'clock tomorrow, we will
see who won. Perfect. That's all I have. What do you got?
Carry the 2. That's it. That was a long video. Appreciate you guys sitting through it. Hopefully it brought you guys some value. Appreciate you guys so much for the comment and the shares, everything. Going through the comments is probably one of the funnest parts of the day for me.
It is.
So
the last, these guys, Alex and Shane, they're serving in Afghanistan right now, so they aren't home, but they've been watching the videos. Just big shout out to you guys. You guys know who you are. Anyway, we've been in contact, so yeah.
Thank you guys so much.
See you on the next one.